this award to recognize those city employees that have gone beyond the call of duty. And I think everyone in this room recognizes that the work that Bill Klimovich has done has been exemplary. As a leader, he has been able to work with his employees in a way that has been remarkable. If you go through 311 calls or complaints, you very rarely hear of any complaints coming from environmental services. The professionalism in which that organization is run is done so in a way that is familial, where people feel like they're part of the team, where their voice is recognized and their voice is heard, which is the truest characteristic of leadership. And that leadership has gone on for 7 administrations. 7 different mayors have had the opportunity to work with Bill Klimovich. And I can tell you that as a staff member, as a city council member, and as a mayor, there have been very few leaders that I've had the pleasure of working with who have been able to walk that delicate line. The professionalism and the dedication and the ability of discipline, but at the same time being a leader who walks with the people. And it's an honor to be able to recognize Bill as the Employee of the Month and giving him the Sophie Masloff Award. But it's also sort of on the other side, sad to know that we're going to be losing him. So before I do this award, I'd like Chief Costa, who has worked with Bill for decades, and Mike Gable, the Director Gable, who has worked with him for decades, to say a couple of words as well. And just on behalf of the people of the city of Pittsburgh, to Bill and your wife Judy, thank you for what you have given to the city, far beyond the service, but the legacy that will continue through the leadership that you've been able to provide. Guy?
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Bill, I've got to know Bill over 21 years when I became the Director of General Services, and I worked with Bill on the fleet. And Bill's been a wonderful employee for the city of Pittsburgh. When I was Director of Public Works, Bill was a great employee for me. Bill does a great job not only with the employees as, working for the city of Pittsburgh, but also his family. He's very dedicated, and he works very closely with his wife, Judy. You need to stand up, Judy, and take a bow. Because they're a great team, and Bill's got 2 daughters and grandchildren, and Bill has always been there for not only for the city of Pittsburgh, but also for his family, and that's great for a man when he can not only take care of his work responsibilities, but his family responsibilities as well. I was thinking back early today, like Bill has never, ever complained to me, never was critical. He always made recommendations, which I admired about Bill. You rather than come in and say, we need to do this, you would make good recommendations. You're going to be missed. I don't know how many folks have had the opportunity to go to environmental services at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and see the attitude of our employees. They're glad to be at work, they're thankful for the jobs they have, and they do a great job. No matter what the weather is, they're out there working they work 5 days a week year round, because when there's a holiday, they have to come in on that following Saturday to make up for it. So it's a good positive attitude. They're the hardest working employees that we have in the city of Pittsburgh. Very low turnover in that department. They like working for Bill. Bill's got a great team there, a lot of good changes. And Bill, I'm going to miss you, and congratulations after 40 years and 7 mayors. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And good luck to you. Yes, so yeah. So I'm going to ask Director Gable to come up and say a few words on behalf of Bill. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, first of all, Bill, I apologize for not having this meeting earlier in the day. But I had to lie to you, and this has been going on for a couple days, actually. It's really hurt to mention. But, I would echo a lot of what the mayor and Chief Costa have said. I've not met anybody who has shown as much care and concern for the employees down at Environmental Services, and I think it's a two-way street. There's a lot of people in this room, but if we had brought down everybody who would want to acknowledge Bill, we wouldn't have had a room big enough to do that. And, I don't think that it would have been a giveaway, I think, if he's seen all his employees coming down. I told him to keep the ES trucks away so he has no idea what's going on. So it was a hard coordination, but we got it done. You know, I've been through with the city probably just as long as everybody here, and, you know, I've been through a lot, I've seen a lot of managers down at Environmental Services, but none as progressive as Bill, more forward-thinking, meeting the challenges almost every day, short on personnel, routes still got done, facing weather adversities, recently with ice and wind conditions, you know, expecting to hear, hey, we're going to have to work Saturday to do stuff. They got the work done. The crews want to work for Bill. You know, it's a two-way street. They respect him, and I think he respects them. And that goes a long way in terms of the production that Environmental Services have been able to do. So I want to thank Bill for the time that he's been, you know, my assistant director for the short time I've been a director. But he's made my job a lot easier. And I've tried to work with you as best I could, but I thank you for what you've done for me, for the city, and congratulations on Employee of the Month, and for your retirement. Thank you.
It's now my honor to be able to present this to Bill. As I said, it was named in honor of Mayor Sophie Masloff, who dedicated her life to public service, and it recognizes on a monthly basis those employees that have done the same. Bill, on behalf of the people of the city of Pittsburgh, it's my honor to recognize you as Pittsburgh's Employee of the Month. And there's one other thing that I would like to do as well. Whereas Bill Klimovich has been an employee of the city of Pittsburgh in the Department of Public Works Environmental Service Bureau for 43 years. And whereas this remarkable tenure has allowed Mr. Klimovich to serve Pittsburgh by providing its people one of life's most basic public needs. Beginning with the administration of Mayor Pete Flaherty, Bill has become a fixture to each of the 7 administrations he has served. And whereas Mr. Klimovich has provided leadership of this critical bureau during a great transition, leading an operation that once used burlap sacks to one that uses technology to provide the people of this great city with efficient services and increased sustainable options. And whereas Mr. Klimovich's reputation, however, is best personified by those he has worked with. Bill constantly instills the importance of safety, ensuring all his employees go home the way you came. And whereas Bill's dedication to his family and being a strong man of faith has carried over to the way he identifies with all his employees on a personal level and as an equal. Bill maintains order within his vast department with the utmost professionalism, continued fairness, and respect to all employees. And whereas after a lifetime of service, Bill may be leaving employment with the city of Pittsburgh, but not leaving his environmental services family, whom he cares for so deeply. And whereas Bill will be spending his retirement with his wife Judy, his children, and his 4 grandchildren. And now, therefore, be it resolved that I, William Peduto, Mayor of the City of Pittsburgh, do thank Bill Klimovich for his decades of dedication and service to the people of Pittsburgh. Thank him for his hard work that has bettered our communities each day for these past 43 years, and wish him well in retirement. Furthermore, declaring Friday, March 29th, 2019, is Bill Klimovich Day here in our most livable city of Pittsburgh.
Well, I didn't expect this,
You did a good job.
but thank you very much. It's been a pleasure of mine for the 43 years, and I felt honored to serve the city of Pittsburgh, in particular the residents of the city of Pittsburgh for 43 years. But more important than that, I have to give all the accolades to the folks that I worked with. So thank you.